It's amazing what he did with Centene Corporation. I mean, he grew it from a relatively small company. He was a very visionary person, so he could sort of see what the future was going to look like in healthcare, and then adapted the company to that. And they were very, very successful. And what's very unique about him is not only did he build a great company, but he also brought the community along with him.
Mr. Neidorff had an incredible impact on our region. I'll start with economics. I mean, he brought Centene Corporation, which was headquartered at the time in Milwaukee, down to St. Louis. And then I'd say he was a magnet for talent. So many executives came to St. Louis to help him build the building. I include myself in that category. And then have stayed on to do wonderful things for nonprofit organizations and civic initiatives in the city.
It's hard to mention one thing I've learned from him, because he was a person that when he became a friend or a community person he was working with, which he worked with us quite a bit, he was all in, and you knew you could count on him. So I think being counted on is a really very important thing. I think that he treated everybody with great dignity, no matter where he went. He listened, he noticed people, he shook their hands and had a warm smile for everyone.
Well, Michael had a very strong moral compass and a very distinct sense of right and wrong. And Michael was always intent on doing the right thing. He dreamed big, and not only was he a dreamer, he was really incredible in terms of his ability to execute on his dreams.
During the Ferguson crisis, as the rumor goes, he immediately called his team in and said, I want a plot of land. It's got to be about this many acres, and I want it in this community. And they said, we'll get back to you next week. And he said, oh no, you don't understand. I'm going to have that press conference on Monday. And this was a Friday. And they got that land, and they bought that land. And they immediately announced of what were they going to do there. I think his vision for that call center was a place where people could get food, healthy food, where children of employees could have their children taken care of. So it really was a kind of comprehensive gift to, in particular, North County.
And Michael really sort of exemplified that can-do attitude, that sense that we owe something to the community around us, and that we all need to step up and do our parts.
I don't know how many people know how committed he was to his family. He and Noemi were a great love story, very committed to each other, very respectful of each other. He loved his family. It's unusual that you can really do three major things in your life: be completely committed to his family, which he was, build a gigantic company, and then three, give back to the community.
Well, I think everybody needs to understand that Michael was a very passionate individual. He cared deeply about his family, he cared deeply for the company, and he felt very deeply about the community. And as I look at what we have going around us today, the ability of one individual to make an impact is really demonstrated in Michael's life.
Michael would have been very touched that the St. Louis American and Dr. Donald Suggs were honoring him today. He valued organizations like the St. Louis American, like the Urban League, and when he committed 100%. So I think for him and for his family, this is a very important award, and I think will loom large with Noemi and Peter and then some of their extended family.